Hey. Today I have sold some lumber for a table. It's gonna be an oak table, so the planks that we have here are 1.5 inch thick and roughly 8 inch wide. For the table, 4 planks will be used. 2 of them will be squared, and 2 planks I will trim one end or one side on each, so I get a table with a live edge. I will start with trim the planks to about 8.5 foot. The customer wants an 8-foot table, and I add a couple of extra inch there for cutting when you're working with it. My saw cut 12 inches, so it's barely that this one fits, but after this I will put it in the sawmill and trim the edges, so we'll get it down to the 8 inch. These boards are quite crooked, so when cutting the board I try to position it so I get the most straight piece of it. When the boards are trimmed, it's just to bring them to the sawmill to remove the edges. The board I'm moving away now is the scrap part, the crooked part. You probably become cutting boards or something like that. Normally I would run this plank to my planer, but this customer wants it to look rough and rugged, so it's much quicker this way. Now I'm gonna remove one edge here in the sawmill, and as you can see on the front support of the sawmill I have put some shims there to level the board so I get most of it out. It's a little bit wider in one end, so to compensate for the taper. And here you see what I mean. It needs to be supported so it don't vibrate too much when you cut it. So now I will make the first cut here and remove the live edge on this side. I am a little bit... I want to save as much wood as possible, so the first cut is not enough, so this time I had to make 2 cuts. Normally it's better to make a proper cut immediately, but I want to save as much wood as possible, so that's why. As you can see here, it barely goes into the wood here, and I really don't want to have too much of the white stuff because it is softer and it don't hold up as good as the darker wood. And the next board I'm gonna cut here, it has a damage in the end. It was actually rotten from the root, and it needs to be cut off, but it will still be enough for this table. And I'm saving this piece down here because I'm gonna try to do an epoxy board, like a serving board or something. It looks neat because there has been larvae eating, and it has a lot of life to it. And another 8.5 foot slab will be cut and ready for the sawmill. This oak has been lying around for maybe 5 years, so it's quite dry and really hard, so I have to really work with the saw to get through it. And before cutting in the sawmill, it is a little bit wider than what my saw can handle. So after there I had actually cut it with a hand saw. This piece is one of the middle pieces in the table, so it will be cut on both sides. Here is the first cut, and this slab is much wider in the root end than in this top end, so there is a lot of material disappearing, but that's the way it is. And now I will turn around that plank and cut it off on the other side, and that will make it an 8-inch plank. And here you see the result. There is 4 planks, 2 of them with live edge, and then I made a spare plank. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot.